Hey guys, Mark Rodriguez here.
This is Chuck.
Yep, and you're watching the first episode of WWE Aftershock. We review the latest pay-per-views. We just had this recently, WWE Survivor Series, the 2014 edition. And of course we got Monday Night Raw, the Aftershock behind us, that's the Fallout, we're going to call it. So just our basic thoughts on the pay-per-view, what we thought of the matches, and what do you think of it so far?
All but two of the matches were what I call piss break matches, you know. The opener, you know, Cesaro, Jack Swagger. Actually, no, let me correct myself. The opener was the new and improved Fandango.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently that sucked so bad it didn't even make it onto the show. But
that's like the pre-show thing, right?
Right. But the Cesaro Jack Swagger match, and let me just go on a little mini rant here and say that Antonio Cesaro, formerly Claudio Castagnoli, Google that, you know, since you're just getting back into the game here.
Yeah, I'll try to get that.
The guy is, my opinion, the top, one of the top three best talents in the WWE right now, and this yo-yo booking that they're doing with him, you know, win a match, lose several, it pisses me off.
Has he been gone for a while?
No, he's on every week. He's just losing. You know, this is the same guy that won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal at Mania.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I remember that. I saw that on.
Yes, and now he's losing to Swagger, which Swagger's fun to watch and everything, but let's face it, he shouldn't be losing to Swagger. But then, and then the couple of the matches here, how Adam Rose made it onto the pay-per-view, you know, with the fucking rabbit, you know, like
that was the funniest thing though. I was like, when they said we want both of you to ring, I'm like, oh, Rabbit's gonna fight now,
but I take my wrestling seriously.
I know.
You know?
That's as bad as Doink the Clown almost.
Not as bad, because the guy behind Doink the Clown, that, you know, Matt Osborne, really, God rest his soul.
But still, he got all these. Jeez, God wrestlers are passed on.
Well, there's about 40 other people playing Doink the Clown right now.
Yeah.
Let's see, the other matches, the AJ Lee Nikki Bella thing, I'd like to figure out exactly what went in the decision making to basically have the best female talent on the roster for the past few years.
Yeah.
Job out like that.
And that's the thing. I mean, I basically got into wrestling to catch up what's going on, and also because I thought AJ was cool. I want to see her actually. I heard so much about her hijinks. I wanted to see her actually fight. And it seems that every time she pops in, either on Raw or pay-per-view, she goes down like a sack of bricks, and it did kind of bug me. And
we have to understand she's about 90 pounds.
Yeah. But I understand how this was kind of a play, and that was kind of funny. It's kind of play off that other match where she kissed, it was Daniel Bryan, I think, and when he turned around, boo, Sheamus kicked him in the face and he lost in 18 seconds. I know it's kind of a play on that, but it's still kind of bugged me. It took me a while to get it. At first, like, Brie was messing with her belt, and she's like, what the hell, man, get your hands off my belt, and then she just randomly kissed her, turned around, beat her. I'm like, no, Paige just bursted out laughing. Well, I was just there with my jaw dropped, and I was like, no, and that's like, wow.
And then the tag title match, that was
the triple
fine.
One, the four-way, fatal four-way.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I was hoping to see the Usos take the titles, but
yeah,
the Miz and this stunt double, the Mizdow thing,
stupid.
I love the Mizdow thing. You know, I love that, especially the one spot where Miz tumbles off the top rope and then Mizdow hurls himself over the top rope and takes the same exact bump as well. I mean, I love that gimmick just because it's such a bad gimmick to give Damien Sandow, but he got people to react to it positively. You have to appreciate that.
Well, I mean, at first we were confused, because I think I've seen The Miz in a couple of fights in Raw. I don't remember that gimmick being played with the other guy. But when we saw this in the pay-per-view, we just saw these random shots of the dude just falling, and me and Paige are like, the hell, no one touched him, what the hell? Until we kind of got the idea that whenever this guy was falling or some junk, the other guy was tripping and falling too, and then we were like, I mean, I don't want to offend anyone, of course, but for people, outsiders that don't watch wrestling all the time, and they always complain about wrestling's fake.
No. I have friends that wrestle, you know.
I know. But I'm just saying, when you have gimmicks like that, and of course, the bunny, that kind of makes people think like, and then you have Grumpy Cat on the show, that's kind of like, you know, it's hard to defend wrestling.
Yes, but I mean, I see why they're doing it. Yes, it sucks, but I mean, they got they're catering to the child audience. It's a big demographic for them.
But I do want to say one thing though. The Usos, they're just wild and crazy. Like the way they just bounce around in the intro, they're just having fun. And it was so much fun. I mean, Paige loved them. She was like, "Oh my God, these guys are insane. They're so much fun."
And Goldust. Yeah. I can't say enough about, like, since he's come back, the man, keep in mind, the man won his first title in 1996 against Ray. Before that, he, was in WCW in the early 90s. And now he's mid-40s, and he's doing moves he's never done before, and he's looking fantastic.
When did he drop, like, the whole, like, drag thing and start looking more like a luchador now that has, like, this new look now?
Well, he's always had the he's just a different paint scheme. Keep in mind, a couple months ago when him and Cody won the tag titles for the first time about a year ago, he had a Darth Maul face paint.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
You have to look that up. I mean, but just to see him that healthy, and it's a beautiful thing because look up. I mean, you're out of the game for a while, but look up Dustin Rhodes. Or some of his early. I'm going to actually send you some of the early promos, the coming soon promos back in 1995. Yeah. The gimmick was ahead of its time. Jeez. And in my opinion, Dustin Rhodes can do no wrong.
Wow.
In that gimmick. And but it was a fantastic. I love multi-tag team matches. I just think they're very entertaining. I like the state of the tag division. I'd like to see a couple new teams be called up. I'd like to see Hideo Itami and Finn Balor be called up along with the Ascension from NXT. If you look up NXT, that's But very good match. And now let's move to the Bray Wyatt Dean Ambrose match. Dean Ambrose is basically the Brian Pillman of our generation. And the guy has his facial expressions are spot on. His delivery is almost it channels, and everybody said it before. Heath Ledger's performance as Joker and Batman. Yeah, it's the mannerisms. But it is so brilliant to get to see that. And just
And then he literally burst out of the guy.
He's a natural bad guy, but now he's almost so bad. Now he's popular. It's almost like kind of a Steve Austin type effect. Yeah. And then Bray Wyatt.
He's also kind of insane in a different kind of way.
Like Goldust, like mentioned ago, when his gimmick was ahead of its time, his gimmick now is Bray Wyatt's gimmick now is ahead of its time. Almost like the Robert De Niro character from Cape Fear. It just. But when you actually have to watch his promos on DVR at least 3 or 4 times to finally
Brian White
Bray Wyatt, to understand
with all the darkness and the lamp and the rocking chair and all that.
But all of that has a purpose.
It is epic, though.
It's it's brilliant. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant, and kudos to IRS for basically bringing his son into wrestling because whoever thought Bray Wyatt would have come from IRS. And then because we all know IRS's other son, Bo Dallas, isn't really working out too well right now.
What do you think at the ending when he was basically burying him in chairs and ladders and more tables?
I love the. All right, here's a term for you: the dusty finish. You don't.
No, what would that be?
It's that type of finish where nobody wins. Well, Dusty Rhodes is the one that came up with it, so you're correct there. But, it protects both of them because both of them are so white hot right now. You don't want one of them taking a loss. And
he basically disqualified himself when he hit him with a chair.
But but also this is done for a purpose too, because TLC is next month's pay-per-view, and guess what? That stands for tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, which we're reviewing that WWE Network, so stay tuned for that.
Right, $9.99, but right now it's free. But yes, that was a great match. Probably almost one of the match of the past few months, and regardless of if the finish was like that, it was a fantastic match there. Moving on to the main event.
Just a quick match, just a quick thing. The other match we overlooked, which is the Divas 4-on-4.
There's a reason we overlooked
so bad for
Paige.
Paige.
I say that was a piss break, but I ran out of piss at that time.
Oh, jeez. I felt so bad for Paige, because she actually got some good moves, though, but, oh, God, She was like...
Okay, moving on to the main event.
Okay, main event.
That we're not even going to talk about that, but good match. Let's run down the teams. You had Team Authority, which was Mark Henry, which was Luke Harper, which here's another. Look up Brody Lee.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Also known as
the guy.
Paige calls him the hobo.
Trust me, best big man in wrestling right now, bar none. Then you had
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins as a team leader, of course. And you had Rusev,
there you go.
Lana. There's ice in here, right? I'm gonna need you guys, but
I know she channels so well that wife character from Rocky, the Dolph Lundgren person. Yeah, she channels it so well.
Yes, right. So Rusev, otherwise known as Zangief, and
on the good guy side, on Team
No. We missed another one.
No.
Forgive me. It's been a day.
We had Kane. We had Seth Rollins.
Oh, Kane.
We had the other guy. The brother of... No, that's not Kane.
No. Kane was the one that... Okay, but then on the other hand, you had Eric Rowan, the guy that, former partner of Luke Harper. Which he's kind of moving... he's kind of moving on to this of mice and men type character, where he's like a big guy but doesn't really have the smarts. He's kind of...
Yeah, with the weird, like, landmass.
It works, though, and... But, I mean, that's going to have very limited shelf life. But then you had, the Big Show, which, well, more on him in a bit. But, you had... Ryback.
Which, of course,
more on that, too. Well, they're going to feed me more here once, but...
and, of course, Cena.
Cena, of course.
Yeah.
And
Dolph Ziggler,
yes. Who turned in probably the match of his freaking life. And
that was so insane. I mean, this thing, it was very well done. This is very well done.
This is standard Dolph Ziggler, though. I mean, when he plays his gimmick as he steals a show, he's not bullshitting. I mean, he is absolutely every night wrestles his ass off, regardless if he wins or loses.
I know.
And this was one of those nights, but
it was like the most epic match ever. It was like everything was a shock, was a surprise. You were on the edge of your seat. This happened. It was like, what the fuck?
A couple of things, like Ryback, after all that hyping the past couple weeks before the series, and then have him be bow out like that, I wasn't really a big fan of that.
Yeah.
But...
what about the very beginning? Mark Henry shows up. We're like, oh crap! I'm telling Paige, this is going to be epic right here.
It's
boom.
Big Show. I'm not playing around.
But still, you would expect, something.
But
then, boom, down.
But then, Big Show turning on Cena, which
again
they have to make.
I was like, what the fuck?
They have to make up their mind. I mean, you can't. I mean, the guy has been turning face, turning heel all his entire career, and I just don't even take him seriously anymore. Quite frankly, he bores me.
But I was like, and then I made it worse.
But he got Cena out of the match, though.
Yeah, he got
Cena. You don't want every pay-per-view ending with Cena winning, Cena winning,
but
Cena
it's like,
winning.
not only did he get Cena out, he walked out, so we're like, oh crap, now we're down to Dolph Ziggler, and he's like dead there.
And then...
who's the guy who lost by count out? Was that
Rusev.
That's embarrassing.
That is
table, so bad.
The table spot where he had, Ziggler moved out of the way and went right through the table.
That is so bad to lose by count out. That would make, what's her name?
Well, I mean, it was a smart way to book him. I mean, you're booking Rusev as this, Bulgarian birth that he's running through the roster. You can't have him take a loss right now unless that loss were to mean something, and that was a good way to protect that.
Yeah.
And then, Ziggler again.
It was a miracle. First he took this guy out, and then he took another. I was like, hey, they could still win this. I was like, what the hell? They could still win this.
Then the elephant in the room, Sting.
I know, but I was gonna say that I was yelling at the TV screen because there he was counting out one of the other guys.
Yeah.
Triple H was getting ready to get in the ring.
Yeah.
And I was like, F you, man, what the, stay out of it,
This is still real to you. Damn it.
I know. You just lose yourself in the moment, You lose yourself in the moment. He's about to win 1, 2, 3, and you already see him getting all like, he's gonna get in there, but then he stops because the referee stopped the count. But I'm already screaming, F you, man, stay out of this. This is, get the hell, stop cheating and all that junk. And then, let me see here. Okay, so. Yeah, like we mentioned, the big thing. It was only Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, both were down. Dolph used, I guess, the last of his strength to climb on top of him for the 3 count. Triple H starts cheering like damn hell, and he's ready to basically put, what's it called? Switch it around. Instead of Ziggler on top of Seth, put Seth on top of Ziggler to win for the 3 count. And he
he's
got
desperate. He wanted it.
Yeah, and he got crooked referees. He beat up the one they had down.
They brought down, Scott Armstrong. Who,
then, of course,
if you remember, Scott Armstrong was...
Yeah, he's like crooked and corrupt. Everybody was...
Right,
yeah.
right.
So then, what happens? What's the big...
Sting. I turned 7 years old again.
Yeah, it was just so random.
Right when I see, I mean, yes, different entrance music, but
yeah.
you didn't hear the violins like I was hoping to.
Yeah.
But when you see that crow face paint show up on the Tron.
Yeah, I was like, the hell, dude!
You ever see, I'm sure the neighbors appreciated the sound of a 230-pound man jumping up and down in his living room.
Oh, jeez. But that was insane. And then, of course, well, he helped. He turn it around, got Triple H to help.
With the death drop.
Yeah, the Scorpion death drop.
Kick the stomach, death drop.
Yeah.
And
I like how,
setting up for Mania, more than likely. It's going to be the rumored Sting, Triple H, or Sting versus The Undertaker.
I like how he knocked her on top of Stephanie, I think, didn't he? Like, threw him out of the ring, fell on top of Stephanie. I remember Stephanie got knocked down for some reason. Some people, like, threw someone out and she got knocked down.
I was focused on what was going on.
Because she was so annoying. That was funny seeing her ass knocked down. But
I love the effect at the end after this all went down. Ziggler got the win. And then the drama that played out when Steph came in the ring and Triple H up, and Triple H
random tantrum on the floor.
Triple H didn't know what happened, and then he looked around the ring and seen it was this Rollins laying on his back.
Yeah.
And then it sunk in that the match is over. And
they're very good acting. They're very good, like the face and everything.
It was
Stephanie's tantrum rules.
a satisfying end to a pay-per-view, and I was glad to see Ziggler get the rub that he got because he deserves it. Now the thing is, capitalize with it. I mean, here's the thing here with this puts them into a hole here because you got Daniel Bryan coming back. Mm-hmm. You have Roman Reigns coming back, which the rumor is Roman Reigns is set to win the Rumble, and then he's going to take on Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with Ziggler with his being white hot? It's interesting to see how that's all going to play out.
Yeah.
Dinner is here.
Yeah, he got some spaghetti. No, that's
garlic. Yes.
Oh, wow. Cool. I got a cheeseburger there. Thanks.
With bacon.
Yeah. And any comments on Monday Night Raw?
And you wanted to order something to go, or?
Yeah, a little later when I'm almost. Well, yeah, can I have basically the same thing, cheeseburger with all all the stuff, but she does like ketchup and.
So you want everything on it?
Just ketchup. I'm not sure about the mustard mayo. Just put ketchup on it. Besides all the everything else.
You want everything else though, the lettuce, tomato?
Yeah, and fries.
And fries. Okay.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, now Monday Night Raw, it was good because they did the whole, Daniel Bryan showing up as guest GM and punishing the members of the losing team with my favorite one was having Sergeant Slaughter come out.
Yeah, that was random. I heard about that.
And then Jack Swagger, I guess fresh off his win over Cesaro came out but I mean, if you look at the Swagger Rusev matches before, those are very good, so that'll be a good. But then Harper and just good episode of Raw.
Yeah, I like the scene with what's it called? Ryback and Kane. Like Kane was now reduced to working the concession stand and everything.
I do like that.
And I like that.
Kane,
And I like
kept him away from the deep fryer.
There you go.
The fire.
Yeah. But I also like that at least AJ was back, because there was lots of rumors about that she might take the loss to not come back later, but at least she was still there. Even though, again, it's like, guys, geez, they just kick her in the stomach and that's it. That's the end. The rest of the match is around the floor getting beaten. I mean, do a move or something. That's what gets me. But yeah, we got a couple of. We don't got that many shout-outs, but we do got some. You just read them out loud, and you can give your little thoughts here and there. You probably agree with the first one. Let me see here. Okay, the first one is from our good fan, Sting62287, and yeah, I mean, dude, you're always posting our videos. You're awesome. I appreciate that. You like watching our videos and all that.
They'll be separate. I don't love them that much.
And obviously, based on your picture, your little picture, here's this picture, looks like Sting there. We can tell he's a Sting fan. So his comment was, feel like I was back to being an 11-year-old boy when Sting came out and took out Triple H.
11-year-old boy.
Let's not get there. Oh god. And here's another comment. Here's a bigger one. Let's see your thoughts on it. He says, this is from Brian from their Turbo Ideas, been in our show a couple of times. His whole comment is, Glad to see Ziggler getting his due. He's a hell of a performer as a wrestler and a comedian. Sting didn't do anything for me though. My Sting era was more NWA becoming WCW.
Surfer Sting.
Yeah, not WCW versus NWO. So the whole Crow gimmick always just pissed me off. With CM Punk already gone, I wonder if AJ Lee's loss was just a story shakeup. Let's see here. Or plans for her to join her husband on the couch instead of sticking with WWE. But I don't know, but she came out in Raw at least, and it looks like, I mean, it's not over yet. She's still pissed. She's still
stick
holding
around
up.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
Take the money.
And then I'm honestly more interested in Lucha Underground at the moment, and I'm curious how New Japan's new US TV deal goes. I don't know if you know any of that by chance.
I'm not the one to ask on that. We'll have more in future episodes, you know.
Yeah.
But I got a few friends that watch, you know, New Japan, All Japan.
Yeah.
And you know, hopefully we can get a little bit of that in there, and you know, to, you know, wet your whistle on that. But
there you go.
Also, you know, there's a show coming up December 6th. A little probably short notice, but you know, first of all, I want to congratulate my friend Zach Green on winning the Phoenix Pro Legacy Championship over James Ford. Watched the match, great match. He's been a friend of mine for a number of years, and to finally, you know, see him, you know, starting to get his due, you know, getting,
that's pretty cool.
you know, getting, you know, bookings all over the place and everything, and then the guy's busted his ass, and I just want to say is, you know, awesome job, you know,
and shout out.
And so, I mean, this is, you know, you got to watch a few of his matches. I've been bugging you to do that.
Yeah, I know, I will.
You know, see some good wrestling. I mean, the guy's one of the better ones you're gonna see.
Yeah. But I got one question though. I saw this video from this guy called Storm Sync. You guys can leave your comments below. Don't hate me too much. And he was commenting on. I just wanted to know what your opinion on it. He was complaining mostly because he felt that the WWE totally screwed up Sting's entrance. He said
different
that,
music, they could have gone with the violin.
well, he said, like, for example, the referee's going to count 1, 2, and then he just stopped seeing Sting. Should have been like, oh, Sting, oh my God.
Notice
3.
how they skipped him coming down from the rafters, Owen Hart.
But he was saying that they should have skipped, they should have did, like, lights off, lights on, Sting's in the middle of the ring. What do you think of that? Or
because
should
they did that to death with the Wyatt family, you know, and so, I mean, it doesn't really have the appeal that it, you know. The thing is, I mean, he's standing on a ramp, people are going to freak.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Because I was just wondering about what you thought about that. Because I never think, I mean, that's the kind of thing you don't think about when you're watching. You're so absorbed in the moment. But honestly, what's to stop the referee from just saying 3 and then ending it all? Everyone's just in shock, like, oh my God, it's Sting. But, and I thought to myself, that's a good point. But you don't think of it when you're watching it live. You're like in the moment that, oh my God, Sting, what the hell? You know? Yeah. I do gotta say it was also cool that Johnny and Sweet Pea got to watch it live at, well, not live, I mean, but they wanted to watch it to a big fancy hotel where you could watch it at a big screen with chilies and nachos. It was cool. We got to watch it together. And hey, we were watching WCW during the NWO era, so I know he knows who Sting is. So that was pretty cool. Right. So anyways, yeah, you can probably wrap it up. You have any comments on the recent pay-per-view and what's to come? And
keep watching. You can look me up on Facebook, JP Peralt. He can even spell it for you. You probably can't right now.
Yeah.
But, you know, I generally do a play-by-play on my Facebook page. You know, always willing to talk wrestling and can for hours on ends. I mean, you've sat in a conversation with me, you know, Fred Rogers.
Yeah.
The conversation, you know, usually turns from comics to wrestling and back again. So. But yes, look me up, and that's about it. And we should be pretty soon here once I, you know, get a little further into WWE 2K15.
Yeah, we'll be trying
to
to review
on that. But you know, keep tuning in. If you know you want to, you know, see, you know, good wrestling, you know, just watch NXT, because that's right there the future. I mean, you got a hotbed of talent that's coming up. You got Adrian Neville. Do your favor and watch. You got Adrian Neville. You have Kevin Steen, who I don't think has debuted yet. You got Hideo Itami, formerly known as Kenta. There you go, if you want your Japan stuff there. And then you have, you know, Finn Balor, and, you know, formerly known as Prince Devitt, and the guy I loved Devitt because he used to always come out with face paint. He'd either come out, as Venom, or a couple times he came out as Carnage.
Oh,
complete
geez,
body
that'd be
paint and
epic
everything.
there. Jeez.
And, you're in for a treat. But yes, just keep tuning in.
Yeah, and
Look us
we'll
up.
be back reviewing next episode with the TLC tables, ladders, and chairs.
Right,
When that
and
comes
then
up.
also we're going to do another series here where let's just be honest, not every show, not every gimmick was $1 million. We're going to do a couple episodes here and there where we're going to just basically rip on really crappy gimmicks, really crappy pay-per-views.
Like the worst ideas
like the old
ever made.
In Your House pay-per-views. Come on, Waylon Mercy, Savio Vega. That was a real Mac classic. But so it's tune in for that. But
because we're gonna have another show. We're gonna call it WWE Aftershock Retro, where we go back in time to some of the older pay-per-views in the '90s or so forth, and also other events, things in the past, and we could kind of capitalize on that.
Yeah, we'll talk about So I mean that'll
the Razor Ramon era.
The Razor Ramon era.
There you go.
That's a very good way to put it, because I mean it was one of my personal favorites.
Yeah.
But also too, I would definitely want to focus on the Attitude Era too, and the tag team division. And,
Yeah, of course. We'll get through all that. And of course, you guys are free to chip in any particular pay-per-views from the past that you feel like, dude, you should review WrestleMania 20 or something like that. Put your comments below.
Pick a show, we'll watch it, we'll review it.
Yeah.
But
the WWE Network makes it happen.
All right.
Well, have a good one, guys. This is Mark Rodriguez here signing off.
And this is Chuck, about to eat his own body weight in pasta. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, guys. Have a good one. All right. Hey guys, Mark Rodriguez here again, and I just want to apologize for the quality or the angles of the video. I wasn't too clear. I was kind of like to hear something, but I mean that's the best we could do, because we didn't have like a third person or a cameraman or someone behind the camera and stuff like that. We just kind of we kind of went there with what we thought kind of worked best. It's like this kind of thing you don't really know how it's going to come out until the video's over. And of course, we talk in such great detail. I mean, imagine filming that all over again, right? But I mean, guys, you know me. You see my channel, my videos. You know what I look like. I mean, the real guest star here is Chuck Rodriguez. He's more of the person that's not here too often. So I assume that as long as you see him clearly, I mean, that's what matters, more or less. And of course, our discussion, our talking, and everything. But yeah, so anyways, I hope you liked the first episode of the WWE Aftershock, and I do want to say that we're going to do Aftershock Retro sometime in the middle of next month, because this month, I mean, it's basically over, and now we're busy with Thanksgiving and everything. This month is gone, basically. So sometime between the TLC, we're going to pick one of the pay-per-views. So right now, if you want the discussions below, choose what's a good pay-per-view from the 90s to 2000s, something early, something in the past. Choose like a good one, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, King of the Ring, whatever. Just choose one that you think that's epic enough that we should watch and we should do a review. And me and him will just kick back and go to WWE Network and find it and watch it, and we'll give our thoughts and everything. It'll be kind of cool. But yeah, so expect to see us again, especially when the TLC comes out. We'll be reviewing that for sure. But yeah, drop your comments below on what pay-per-view from the past do you think that was so epic, or well, maybe backward, maybe it was just so horrible you want us to review on how bad it was or whatever. But whatever you think is awesome that you want to hear us discuss, then yeah, put it down below. So anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez once again. Thank you for watching WWE Aftershock, and hopefully next time the angles will be a bit better and everything. Have a good one.